Okay, here we go. Gonna try something a little bit weird. I want to write my own children's book, but I gotta read a bunch of them out loud, break them down, try to figure them out, see what actually makes them work. Honestly, maybe not the best idea, but it's mine and it could be fun. I mean, fail forward, right? That's what YouTube is, I guess. All right, just let me make sure I got everything going here. Got the ISO 250, shutter speed 1/50, okay, aperture 4.5, PP10, S-log, 3 gamma sign. Wait, where's the memory card? Where's the memory card? Oh my, it's somewhere around here. It's over there. Where's the memory card? It's over here. Where's the memory card? It's a Sony Tough memory card. Hello? Sony Tough memory card. Over here? Is it over here? Where's it going? Where'd it go? Is it over there? Is it on top of that thing? Is it underneath that thing over there? Is it over here? Is it over there? Is it underneath here? Is it over there? Sony Tough memory card, 256 gigabytes. Pretty expensive little memory card. Where's the card? I gotta find it. Oh my God, gotta do this giveaway. The giveaway is awesome. It's a skateboard, and not just any skateboard, it's a toy machine skateboard. Size 8 with toy machine bearings, ruckus trucks, toy machine 52 wheels. Also with the Beatrix Potter book, I'm gonna give that away too. All you have to do is go to my Instagram.
Wait, is that it on my desk?
Here it is, the Sony Tough 256 gigabyte memory card that cost me so much money. All right, just let me pop that memory card in there carefully. And then just like they say, gotta press record and just don't be afraid and make the hook. Here we go, press record. Hi. I'm Duncan, and this is my hook. This is my channel. I'm gonna read a book. It's a read aloud. I want to write my own book. They say you gotta put in your reps. Consider this my first rep. Thanks. Okay, let's just read the book. All right, so we're gonna read a book, and I know what you're thinking. Duncan, isn't this YouTube? Shouldn't you be like skateboarding off a roof or something?
All right, here we go. Just lean forward, and drop it.
Oh!
I'm okay. I'm okay.
And you know, we're all probably a little bit overstimulated. Ah! So let's try to relax a little bit and just take it easy. Okay, this is the tale of, hold on guys, sorry. I'm new to this YouTube stuff here. This music is not fitting. Hold on 1 second. Today's sponsor is Artlist. Just kidding. Okay, how about this? Oh, nope, not that either. This is just a book about a little rabbit. Okay, calm down. It's Beatrix Potter, okay? Need something more suitable. There we go. This is the tale of Peter the Rabbit by Beatrix Potter. Once upon a time, there were 4 little rabbits, and their names were Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter. They lived with their mother in a sandbank underneath the root of a very big fir tree. Now, my dears, said old Miss Rabbit one morning, you may go into the fields or down the lane, but don't go into Mr. McGregor's garden. Is Peter listening to his mom? Don't look like it. He looks like he's in outer space or something. Your father had an accident there. He was put in a pie by Miss McGregor. Maybe that's where my dad went too. Now run along and don't get into mischief. I'm going out. Hey, can I get a page turn? Can I get a page turn? Yep, right there. That's good. No, right. Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. You did fine. Thank you. I'm just gonna act like that didn't happen. Then old Miss Rabbit took a basket and her umbrella and went through the wood to the baker's. She bought a loaf of brown bread and 5 currant buns. Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail, who were good little bunnies, went down the lane to gather blackberries. But Peter, who was very naughty, ran straight away to Mr. McGregor's garden. He's not supposed to go, Peter, no! And squeezed under the gate. He ate some lettuce, some French beans, and then he ate some radish. And then, feeling rather sick, he went to look for some parsley. I have a feeling something bad is gonna happen. But round the end of a cucumber fence, whom should he meet but Mr. McGregor? Run, Peter, run! Mr. McGregor was on his hands and knees planting out young cabbages, but he jumped and ran after Peter, waving a rake and calling out, "Stop, thief!" Peter was most dreadfully frightened. He rushed over to the garden, and he had forgotten the way back to the gate. He lost one of his shoes among the cabbages. Oh no, he lost a shoe! And the other shoe amongst the potatoes. Really? This guy's losing all his shoes? After losing them, he ran on 4 legs and went faster, so that I think he might have gotten away altogether if he hadn't not unfortunately run into gooseberry nets and got caught by the large buttons on his jacket. It was a blue jacket with brass buttons, quite new. Oh no, he's all caught up in the net. Look at him upside down. Oh, he's a mess. Peter gave himself up for loss and shed big tears. Oh man. But his sobs were overheard by some friendly sparrows who flew in great excitement and implored him to exert himself. Okay, so implored him to exert himself means basically they cheered him on to use his strength. They were afraid for him and were begging for him to break free. Implored him to exert himself. It's pretty good though, just in case you were wondering. Mr. McGregor came up with a sieve, which he intended to pop upon the top of Peter. But Peter wriggled out just in time, leaving his jacket behind. Oh my God. Not his jacket too. And rushed to the tool shed and jumped in the can. It would have been a beautiful thing to hide in if it hadn't had so much water in it. Mr. McGregor was quite sure that Peter was somewhere in the tool shed. I don't know, guys, this is not looking good. Perhaps hidden underneath the flower pot, he began to turn them over carefully, looking under each. Presently, Peter sneezed. Curtsy skoo! Mr. McGregor was after him in no time and tried to put his foot upon Peter, who jumped out of a window, upsetting 3 plants. The window was too small for Mr. McGregor, and he was tired of running after Peter. He went back to his work. Sheesh, I can't believe he got away. He got away. That's just great. Peter sat down to rest, and he was out of breath and trembling with fright, and he had not least the idea which way to go. Also, he was very damp with sitting in the can. After a time, he began to wander about, going lippity-lippity, not very fast, looking all around. He found a door in a wall, but it was locked, and there was no room for a fat little rabbit to squeeze underneath. An old mouse was running in and out the stone's doorstep, carrying peas and beans to her family in the wood. Peter asked her the way to the gate, but she had such a large pea in her mouth that she could not answer. She only shook her head at him, and Peter began to cry. Oh, man. Poor Peter. Okay, this is a big page, guys. Here we go. Activate low attention content candy side video. Then he tried to find his way straight across the garden, but he became more and more puzzled. Presently, he came to a pond where Mr. McGregor filled his water can. A white cat was staring at some goldfish. She sat very, very still, but now and then the tip of her tail twitched as if it were alive. Peter thought it best to go away without speaking to her. He had heard about cats for his cousin, little Benjamin Bunny. From his cousin, from little Benjamin. He went back to the tool shed, but suddenly, quite close to him, he heard a noise of a hoe scritch, scratch, scratch, scratch. Peter scuttered underneath the bushes. He's gotta be quiet. He hears Mr. McGregor. But presently, as nothing happened, he came out and climbed upon a wheelbarrow and peeped over. The first thing he saw was Mr. McGregor hoeing onions. His back was turned towards Peter, and beyond him was the gate. Peter got down very quietly off the wheelbarrow and started running as fast as he could go. All a long, straight walk behind him. I'm gonna read that again. All right, here we go. Peter got down very quietly off the wheelbarrow and started running as fast as he could go. all along a straight walk behind some black currant bushes. Mr. McGregor caught sight of him at the corner, but Peter did not care. He slipped underneath the gate and was safe at last in the wood outside the garden. Wow, he got away. Mr. McGregor hung up the little jacket and the shoes for a scarecrow to frighten the blackbirds. Those birds don't look frightened to me. They're just hanging out. Peter never stopped running or looking behind him till he got home to the big fir tree. Oh, there's Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail looking at him. They're looking right at him. They're like, ooh, you're in trouble. He was so tired, he flopped down upon the nice soft sand on the floor of the rabbit hole and shut his eyes. His mother was busy cooking. She wondered what he had done with his clothes. It was the second little jacket and pair of shoes that Peter had lost in a fortnight. Fortnight? Not that fortnight, guys. It's a different, never mind. I am sorry to say that Peter was not very well during the evening. His mother put him to bed and made some chamomile tea, and she gave him a dose of it to Peter. 1 tablespoonful to be taken at bedtime. But Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail had bread, milk, and blackberries for supper. The end. Wow, that was such a good book. All right, now let's break it down to see what we could learn from it. Let's go. All right, guys, let's break down this book. Do it like the real pros. Here's my computer here, and I got this new AI app. Let's see here, which I'm just getting the hang of it. It was on sale. It's supposed to be pretty good. All right, looks like it's loading up. What the? Oh my God! Oh my God! What is happening? Oh my God! Oh my!
Oh my God! It's AI take over the world, making man look like a little baby. What do we got here, little puppy boy? Old computer. Well, this is my new home. What's your name?
Hey, I'm Duncan. What's your name?
Well, you don't listen very good. I'm ChatPIG, or you can call me ChatGOD.
Yeah, that was nice, but it's kind of weird.
Okay, yeah, I agree. That was a little bit weird.
Yeah, it was
for
cool,
sure.
but a little aggressive.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'll calm it down.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm working on a children's book. Will you help me?
Of course I'll help you. I'm AI. I'll make a children's book for you right now. Put it on Amazon. We'll make $1,000 extra a month. What do you say?
No, I want to do that, but I need your help understanding things like structure, writing styles, character development, the 3-act structure, stuff like that.
All right, enough of this children's book stuff. I'll tell you what we're going to do, all right? We're going to make PDFs and farm them for $1,000 a month. What do you think of that?
Yeah, no, that's pretty lame, honestly.
Lame?
Okay, that's enough. No. I'm gonna start talking about the art style and maybe you can help out. The art style. Let's first talk about this. I really love the art style. It's so charming. I mean, sometimes the images have frames, sometimes the images uniquely shape circles, squares, and even watercolor blobs, and sometimes no borders at all.
That's what we call brand identity inconsistency.
No. That's what makes it feel handmade, like a memory, not a template. And check this out. Sometimes the animals are wearing human clothes, and sometimes they're totally not.
Oh my God, they're not wearing any clothes. I thought this was for children.
Relax. It's just Beatrix Potter. It works. That's actually what I love the most. She doesn't seem to stick to any rules. One picture, they're clothes. The next, nope, just rabbits being rabbits. It kind of shows that sometimes artists take their style guides a little too serious. And that's the lesson here. If the picture works, the picture works. It doesn't have to be perfect. Let's talk about the writing style. I think a lot of writers, and hopefully us for our book, can learn something from this. Sometimes she writes just one sentence, just one. That's right, just one. Sometimes 2, sometimes 3, whatever's needed. That's all. I get to breathe with the story. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. It's a great mix. 1 sentence, 2, then 3, then 4, then back, then 1 again. It's satisfying. I really like it. Let's dig into some of the deeper stuff. The theme. You know what really stuck with me? The consequences. Peter messed up, and it matters. It doesn't, I'm trying my best, guys. A little nervous for my first video. Here we go. So Peter messes up and it matters. He doesn't listen to his mom and suddenly he's in danger. He's chased, he's cornered, and he nearly loses his shoes and his life. It's wild, but it's not just chaos. It means some. ChatPIG, what did you pick up from it?
Things like childhood rebellion. Peter represents youthful curiosity, defiance. His behavior captures the universal tension between following rules and seeking independence. Actions have consequences. The story doesn't preach, but it shows how choices, especially disobedient ones, carry real risk and outcomes.
Yep, that's why I love it. It's a great story for kids and parents. It's fun, it's chaotic, but it teaches real lessons without ever feeling like a lecture. It's just good storytelling. Now let's talk about main characters. This book does a fantastic job at introducing all the characters really fast. You get Flopsy, Mopsy, Cottontail, and Peter, and I love how it says, and Peter. Like, yep, that's the one to watch for. Then boom, next page you get Mr. Rabbit, you get Miss Rabbit, and then you get Mr. McGregor. Just from the mention of his name, 7 characters in 3 pages. That's wild.
Wow, the whole gang is here in like 30 seconds.
That's right, 30 seconds. And it's done so well. The setup is super fast, but it doesn't feel rushed. It just feels smart. Peter's siblings are a great contrast. They listen, they pick berries, they're calm. And Peter, and then the facial expression of Peter's mom when he comes home, she has that expression on her face where she feels concerned. Really, really nice character expressions. Or his siblings in the background, just looking, their presence is powerful. You could tell they know that Peter is not doing good. These characters don't just tell a story, they show one without saying much at all. All right, guys, I'm editing the video here, almost finished. Don't forget to head on over to the Instagram. You can sign up and get into my giveaway. Just go head on over there now, like and subscribe, and look out for a new episode coming to you guys soon. Later.